Hey y'all, it's Kristen, and I have a flea market slash thrift store haul, and I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't know how long this is going to be, and usually when I do these kind of videos, they are long. So I got this, what they call a junk jar, and it had a lot of vintage sewing stuff in it, like these buttons, and there's a bead right there. And it had this, which is not that old because it has a barcode, but some snaps. This is some brown lace on a card. Anyway, it's brown lace. Got some green, I think it's like seam binding, or I don't know. I'm not sure. Some kind of fabric. This thing that is probably like a garter belt, but I'm not sure. This, I mean, it's just a whole bunch of junk in a jar. It feels like felt on one side and satin on the other. We got these hooks and eyes, which I think are probably old. Got some more of this. Is this like bias tape or seam binding? I'm not sure. I keep saying I'm not sure because I'm not. We have some of this. And just some thread on a thing. This is not old because it has a Walmart sticker on it and a barcode. And we have some more. Got this. I hope the lighting's okay, guys. I know I say that every time, but still. Got some of this. And some blue ribbon. And this with the buttonholes. I don't know. And a bra thing. Really? I mean, come on now. Got some little tiny beads in a bag. I guess that's, yeah, they're beads. And the reason I think that that other thing was a garter because this was in there. And then some more. I got a lot of this green crap. Okay. So, that was all that was in the jar. I'm going to kind of shove this over without... Okay. Did I get all that out of the way? Alright. Then, I got a bunch of fabric because I went to Target and I bought myself a sewing machine, even though I cannot sew. The only time I've tried to sew was when I was around 12 or 13 years old. My mother tried to teach me how to sew a pillow, and it was a nightmare. Seriously, that's the only time I've tried to sew. But they keep telling me that even though I can't sew, that you can sew on paper. So that's what I'm going to do. But I also got some fabric because I'm going to try to sew all kinds of things. I got this fabric, which feels a little bit stiff. I don't know if this is a curtain. I don't know what it is. Anyway, not a curtain, but it's kind of pretty. I like the colors. Don't ask me why I got it. Some of this stuff I'm kind of like, why did you get it? I think it came in bundles, and I just, you know, some of the stuff I liked, and some I was like, all right. But this is some denim rolled up. I got some muslin in this green color. I got this right here. I don't know exactly what it is. It's got kind of tassels on the end, maybe a table runner, but I thought it was pretty. And, oh, look at this, guys. I don't know, I don't think this is old or anything, but look at that. Can you see that? Isn't that great? I love it. It's like a scarf or something. And I got, oh crap, I just dropped a bunch of stuff. I got some, I don't know, table runner things again. Looks like dollies all connected that you can cut apart. I'm going to make some flowers. So I got that. I got this one. got this. Hang on, let me get the stuff I dropped. Alright. I got this right here. That I'm not sure what it is because it's kind of an odd shape. Napkin or handkerchief, or kind of reminds me of a bib, but I don't think that's what that is. And I got this. It's Christmassy because it's got the holly. It's round. And y'all, this is the second time I've done this video because the first time I needed my scissors, and hello, I'm in my stupid craft room. I only have 18 pairs of scissors, but did I have a pair in here? No. Had to run into the other room to get a pair of scissors. So there's about 10 or 15 seconds of nothing. This has some fruit in the middle. It looks like a table runner, but it's pretty. Anyway, I thought I was going to go with that, but then I was like, no, I'll just do it over. So here I am doing it over again. This is not old, but I think it came with some other stuff. It's a piece of fabric and what looks like an oven mitt. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about myself. And I also got this, which is an embroidered napkin or handkerchief or something. It's very pretty. And I think this all came together. It's just a piece of blue cloth. And then these, again, don't know if it's a napkin or a handkerchief. There are 2 of those. And this, I think, came with it also. It's a large oval piece with lace on the edges. I'm going to use that sewing machine, guys. I've had it for a week. It's still in the box because I'm intimidated and I don't, you know, I'm going to have to really figure out. I don't even know how to thread the bobbin, and the only reason I know thread the bobbin is because I've watched Tracy Banks, Mercy Tara. She talks about that sometimes. The only reason I know that kind of lingo, because I'm telling you, I know nothing about sewing. This little bag right here, I believe, came with some other stuff, but it's got like a button, little gold rose, a butterfly, and then some flowers in there. Just a bunch of little things that can go in the middle of flowers. I also got some crepe paper or streamer paper in white and this brown taupe color. Also, let me make sure I'm getting everything, because last time I did it, so another reason I redid the video was because I missed a few things. I think that's all of the fabric. So we're going to move on here. This is not old, but I really thought it was cute. It was, it's magnetized, and it's a notepad thing, like a to-do list. Here's a notepad right here, and then there's some page flags right there. I thought that was really cute. We've got some of these notepads, these matchbook. I took the, this was what was on top. I took it off. I think these are like, I don't know, they look like wedding favors or something. I'm not sure, but they're little notepads. A whole bunch of those. I got 2 things of these. They're from the 80s. They're cat postcards. See? That's what's on the back. And I'm not really a cat person. I mean, I'm not saying I hate cats or anything, but I'm a dog. I'm allergic to cats, and I'm a dog person. I've always had dogs. I have 2 dogs, a golden retriever and a Yorkie. Talk about 2 ends of the spectrum in mannerism and size. I mean, seriously, my Yorkie is like a freaking cat. No lie. We got this one. But I just thought these were cool. I mean, they're postcards. We make junk journals. I don't know why I always try to say jerk journals. It's like a tongue twister or something. Anyway, I got those. Also, I got, you remember the magazine? If you watched my other videos, you saw the magazines I got from my grandmother's, the Saturday Evening Post. Well, I got a huge, like 4 or 5 bundles, and each bundle had like, I don't know, 5 magazines. They're all from, I think they're all from the 60s, but they're Saturday Evening Post, and they're awesome. I'm not going to go through every single one, but they are really, really cool. With my, on my, the one I got at my grandmother's house, you remember it had the Norman Rockwell paintings, and I had a really hard time deciding if I wanted to, you know, even cut it up. But now that I have a whole bunch of them, I think I have like 15 or 20 of them. I'm not going to have a hard time at all, I don't think, cutting them up. But I believe, like I said, I think they're all, I'm going to look really fast. I have so much stuff on my desk, I swear. That's 64. Come on now. These are 65. It's Teddy Kennedy on it. 68. 64. 67. 64. And then one more set. That's 68, 68. All of the 69, 68. Okay, so I have a whole lot of them. I love them very, very much. Okay, then, now we're moving on to books. You don't like books? This is probably where you need to stop watching, I guess, because we're fixing to look at some old books. Alright, this first book, if you're shy and you don't like to look at boobs, which this is not all about boobs, don't get me wrong. It's a creative illustration, see, book, and it is from 1947. There's the date. But it, I guess teaches, I haven't read it or anything, but I think it, you know, tries to teach you or whatever how to draw. But it has really cool illustrations in it, along with a lot of boobs. So, it has some color, if I can find it. Like that. Anyway, it's cool. I like it a lot. And then I got an atlas. And this is from 1957. Has a bunch of cool maps in it. And also some other, like, I don't know, talking about different places. And then more maps in the back. I also found this library flyer from 1970 in here. And this rub. I thought that was really cool. Isn't that what they call that? When you rub, you know, you rub to get the, with a pencil to get the picture off of whatever you're doing. So anyway, it's just pretty nifty. Alright. And also, guys, okay, I'm going to try to show you these. This is a set of books, and I wasn't going to buy it at first because she had them priced like it, I don't know, they were like 60 bucks. And I was like, no, I mean, I like the books and all, but I just can't do that. Well, she marked them way down to like 20. And so I thought, well, all right. But if anybody has heard of these books, let me know. It's the bookshelf for girls and boys. And each volume is something different, like nursery, favorites, old and new, happy hours and story time, stories, things to make and do, like arts and crafts. There's art and music. And hang on, I've still got more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these are nature and science, Bookland classics, folk and fairy tales, and this one is the Parent's Guide, and this one, Great Events and Famous People. But they're really cool, and they're from, I think, let me make sure, I think it's the 60s, I'm not sure, yeah, 67. But this is the Parent's Guide. Hang on, I gotta move this over because I can't, and they're obviously have some dust on them because I can already feel my nose. I'm allergic to all kinds of things, including cats, dust, horses. Ugh, I can already feel it. But this is the Parent's Guide. I thought that had more pictures in it, but anyway. But this one is, I'm not going to show every single one. I just want to show you some of them. Great Events and Famous People. The 1969. Some of the illustrations are better than others. Like in the fairy tale one, it's actually, like this is just red and blue and black. But in the fairy tale one, I noticed there was, or one of them, it was, they were colored. Like real colored. Let me see if I can find it. But if anybody knows about these books, let me know. This is a book plate in here, and The Emperor's New Clothes. This is the folk and fairy tales. This is Bookland Classics. The Tempest, Midsummer Night's Dream, sorry. Adventures of Black Beauty. I'm trying to find the book that Nature and Science had the cool illustrations in it. Which, I mean, all these illustrations are cool, but still, this has a bunch of nature and science in it. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Ooh, there's some pretty birds. Those are nice. But I don't know if I want to use these as junk journals. They're a really good size. Art and music. But I don't know what I want to do with these. Someone needs to tell me if they know about these books and what they think, because I have a really hard time. I mean, I'm a book lover, and I know it's kind of contradictory because I'm a junk journal maker, and so I tear books up. But most of my books that I tear up or that I gut, are the old Reader's Digest books that I'm okay with gutting. But these kind of books, I don't know. This is a really cool one. Okay, that one was art and music. This one is things to make and do. It's like an arts and crafts one. Tells you how to make all kinds of things. Pipe cleaner figures. Painting. How to cook stuff. And that's pretty. But I've got the whole set. And me being a book lover, you know, I mean, it's not like I need these, because I'm telling you right now, if y'all saw my room, I could not only open a craft store, but I could open a bookstore. No lie. Stories and songs and from many lands. I really need my glasses. It's a bunch of music. And then stories. And they smell old. I love that smell. I know I talked about that before in one of my other videos. How I love that musty. If you're a collector of old books and things, you know what I'm talking about. Nursery favorites and old and new. I think this is the one that's got the illustrations that I liked so much. But yeah, these. Isn't that cool? Peter, Pumpkin Eater. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. Jack and Jill. Hey Diddle Diddle. Jack Sprat. Little Jack Horner. I just love these. Reminds me of when I was little. That's all Mother Goose stuff, and they have just the and see, like this book, this spine is coming apart. So I don't know. Like I said, if someone knows about these, you can let me know. And then the last one is Happy Hours in Storyland. I didn't show these in order, by the way. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4 on them. I didn't show them in order, but Away in a Manger. Fixing to do a Christmas journal. That would be good to use. Which reminds me, I just bought the fall kit from, is it GT Designs? And I asked her about her Christmas one. She hasn't gotten back to me yet. Because I really would like one of her Christmas ones too. Anyway. That's it. I believe that is everything. Yep. That's everything from my flea market haul. If you're still with me, thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching.